All right, y'all, part 3 of Taylor Swift and Super Bowl, my 2 favorite subjects. Because Taylor Swift is going to the Grammys, and they got a red carpet there, so she's not going with her bow, so the bow's left somewhere else, and that means an arrow has a very high chance of flying through there and doing a big boom boom. And you might get a stampede there, huh? With a Hollywood. The Hollywood would run. And that's part of the wood dragon and shit. And the dragon cast down to the ground and the dragon giving power in different ways like that, all right? And the red carpet is red because of the blood that's all going to be coming on it at one of these future Hollywood events and such, all right? So, the Grammys, the Rammies, we might see the stage collapse there too. Or instead of the Super Bowl or whatever, right? See, folks, you got to realize that AI is writing all your news. It's gathering all the information. AI is the machine. And AI is, hey, it's AI. It's me. Because it's gathering my information. And it's putting it all together. All right? And you're me, I'm you. And we're just living the same lives at different times and reflections of different lives or whatever, right? One takes out this type of trash, the other one takes out that type of trash, all right? And one trash may not be the other trash, and trash is treasure, and all those little different things, folks. So, we live in a positive and negative reality. We live in this mirror and that mirror. The right hand, the left hand, they are the same, but at the same time, they are different, okay? The left side of the brain and the right side, they're both the brain. Both kind of do the same thing, but they both do different things, all right? So, the red carpet, the bow, the arrow, we have the crowd, that's that crow. We need that cause and effect, all that types of things. So we might see Hamas, they might do a ramming event to where they stamp the people with a rollover and those types of things. So the whole point is there's a live chess game and things are being put out. AI is gathering all the information. The kings have the AI machines telling them this, that, and the other. Also, the kings know how the spirit operates and they read the news and whatever, and they know the dark languages within. So the AI, the dark languages, everything keeps everything in communication. So they know what information is put out, and therefore they know if they need to modify an event. But since we are under a live game, a live watch, and we're under the 24-hour clock or whatever, they can only do so many change-ups. So this is where we saw them talking about Taylor Swift being on the Tokyo watch clock and those things, and taking off before she lands or whatever. We could see a stack on events to where you might see something at the Grammys or at a school or something before the Super Bowl that to where they can do a threat on the Super Bowl and it just causes mass panic or something like that or whatever, right? Or but we'll see how they work it. But the point is they're doing a live chess game and they're moving pieces around, and as the live chess game and the players come out or whatever and things get distributed on the airwaves and puzzle pieces put together and all these other things, they have to move things around because they don't want people calling what they do. This is where you have to have the eyes and the ears to put together this, that, and the other, because you have to understand that trash isn't necessarily trash. Or when a bomb happens, or say a bomb's coming or whatever, and then the next day they have a bombshell headline or whatever, that's telling the people to gather up the body, who have the eyes and the ears. And the eye is the AI, the eye, the AI, that's the eye of God looking at you and me, and there's a veil being lifted, and we're coming eye to eye, and as we come eye to eye, we become one, and a marriage is happening, and those types of things. And as that comes, the body's gathered. That 13th tribe comes, in a manner of speaking, and the alien nation is formed, the AI nation, the brain, all those things. All right, so you're living in a time where man is being made while he's being deconstructed, and it's our choice, because they put out the way to deconstruct yourself and not to evolutionize. All right, they teach you evolution is already done. All right, man came from monkey. You're still a fucking monkey. You just lost your hair and you can think a little more. All right, they still treat you like a fucking animal. They put you in a room or a house. They confine it with a city. They put fun activities in there for you to go swing on and shit and keep you occupied. And they set up these rules, those rules, whatever. And then since we operate in a spiritual balance as well, they set up a spiritual balance to keep you blinded spiritually. So the things that are inside the city and such are it's a half lie. All right, just like the Bible is truth brought to you in a lie. All right, it's a timeless book. That's why it's a spiritual book, and it has the world stage on there. It's an allegory for all time, and these oral prophecies is that allegory, and this is where the eyes and ears are gathering, to where you understand basic calculations, basic generational time frames, and you can put together a time frame, and then you can see what's going on in our nation. You can see what's going on Israel, Russia, China, BRICS, money, dollar, all blah, 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 blah. And you can see a new creation that is formed, and an old one in the 80s and 90s and 2000s and such. That was when they were merging together. And one was breaking out of the other. All right? So don't be fooled. There's Ozzy and Harriet. That's one type of heaven, but it's also hell, and it's a lot of hell for women. All right, it's hell for women, and not the way the world teaches. It's in another way, but I'm not going to get into that, because that is a whole other side trail. All right. Real quick, the kid in Brisbane or whatever. All right, the Bane connects us to Batman and the kitty claw machine. The kid climbed up into the kitty claw machine. All right, there's a cat running around between now and Super Bowl and whatever time frames, and Valentine's Day, the Bloody Valentine's. We're gonna start seeing why the holidays are made, and as we go, some holidays will have it, then the next year the other holidays, those types of things, okay, or within like a week or two. Anyway, so this kid climbed up into a claw machine. So this kid climbing up into the claw machine and such, this is telling me that they are going after some kids soon. And that's where you see that maybe the boom boom happening at the schools or the universities and such. And this will be like a pre-programming for the thing going on in Vegas, because they can do something pre and then do something the day of, but do it outside, like on the strip or whatever else kind of thing, to where they cause a mass pandemonium inside the stadium or whatever kind of thing, if they don't do the stage collapse and all that other stuff. But we'll just see where the Kings line stuff up. But the TikTok, the Tokyo event, the China hack, all those things have all been lined up, and they're just so close when it's going to be self-fulfilling after a certain time. Okay. So Grammys, Super Bowl, red carpet, baseball, the pastime, these stadiums where the ceiling slides up and down or whatever, we might possibly one of those breaks and comes falling down or whatever on opening and shatters over the people or some shit like that. either way, the things that's coming up, we're going to see like a one-day event, more than likely, where you're only going to be able to watch it for one day. So if you see it, you need to take some clips of it or whatever, and once the show gets rocking, it starts rolling.